All right. What up, y'all? It's your boy Juggalo972 here, and what am I not doing on my webcam? Well, it's very simple. I am currently on the phone with a good buddy of mine who goes by the name of Mr. Six. You want to say hi?
What up, though?
You want to say hi again?
What's going on?
No, the reason why we're doing this little radio interview is simply because, well, Six is a good friend of mine, though, and top of all that, though, I actually we were just talking about this like literally 20 seconds ago. Like we actually met on a radio podcast that I used to do on Blog Talk Radio. This guy, I don't know, man. I don't remember much about that day though, but all I remember is you told me that you were blitzed out of your mind though and just having fun.
I remember the whole thing. Man. We had a pile of crack this high. I had a heart attack. No, no, man. I can't even begin to tell you how I even found this room, but it was awesome. You know what I'm saying? Because like there are a whole bunch of people interacting, and we're all typing and talking about all kinds of random stuff, man. And of course, I was blitzed out of my mind. You know what I'm saying? I was just floating like a little ghost and shit. But it was pretty cool, man.
Ooh, yeah, he was all about it too. So we decided just to put together this little impromptu interview simply because I threw the idea out literally like 60 seconds ago. I think that's what it is right now. I'm looking at my phone, and you know, Six has been a really good friend of mine. I ain't never met the guy in person though. Matter of fact, I've actually lived one state, west of him because I was living in Indiana for a little bit, and we won't go into other details about how that was going through with a so-called ex of mine.
I
But
mean, it's like son, it's like
uh,
that's my
all
nigga. You know what I'm saying?
all
It's
he's,
it's just kind of
only thing he's saying is it's friendship. You know what I'm saying?
hell
So,
yeah, son.
but I figured it'd be a really cool idea just to throw together a little quick little interview to see what's going on with Six though. What's going on with what the fuck is the name of your fucking record label again, or do you even have a label?
No team. I'm a free agent. Bodyguard at every event is me. Mine is a 380.
Now, did you hear that, ladies and gentlemen? That was a quick freestyle for you, though. But you know what? You got to pay for for all the good shit too. So anyway, let's go ahead and get right into it, though. First off, I met you back in 2007, and you didn't start doing music until 2009. Am I correct?
That is true. Oh, okay. Publicly, I didn't start until 2009, and for like from I say 2004 on to 2007, I was just playing around with things. I started writing when I was 11 or whatever, and after that, I just started picking up stuff and messing with them, like little piano keyboards, like Yamaha stuff.
Right, right. And I do remember whenever you were starting to do this whole music thing. I mean, you and I were on. It was back, whenever MySpace was at its apex, and we were just doing the whole MySpace chat thing as well. And you had told me that you had this idea just to start, throwing rhymes together. And let's see, what goes on from there is the fact that he asked me to do his artwork, and his artwork was, I believe, the first "Stay Down" single that you did.
Yeah, yeah.
It was the "Stay Down" single that you did. Yeah, that was his very first single, by the way. "Stay Down." I don't know if it's. I can't even find it anymore. I don't even have my on my old hard drive anymore.
Yeah, that
Uh,
shit's so rare that the doctors have given up finding it.
Pretty much, yeah. And then not soon after that, though, it was "Psycho Circus Volume 1," and
Indeed,
I
it
did.
was purple.
Yes, I did the album cover for that, though. Matter of fact, I think whenever this interview goes up, I think I'm gonna do you the honors to start putting up the links for everything, or you might even see it on the video. I don't even know yet, but yeah, Cycle Circus Volume 1, and then that ended up going to you coming up with this crazy idea. It was Level 1.
Yes, yes, indeed.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool, man. I remember I released it June. Well, yeah, it was 6609, which was awesome. Cause like, come on.
669. If you think about it, though, it's technically when you put it upside down, you keep rolling it, it's still 666.
I know. I'm not into Satan. I swear though.
I know, but you know what? I like Satan in my metal, if you ask me. So.
Like a little cream with my coffee.
Oh, I know, right? But yeah, I remember you had this idea for Level 1, and you asked me to come up with something crazy, and all I remember is like you said Level 1, and I was gonna do this crazy thing with Super Mario Brothers, but at the time I was not good with Photoshop. If you remember that, you were better than me. Matter of fact, I still think you're better than me.
Lord, I haven't touched photoshopping a long time for real. Last time I did it, I made a flyer for my last show like a couple months ago, and that was it.
Yeah. Anyway, and I came up with level one. And if y'all don't know what level one is, level one was the first free mixtape, or just the first free album. What would you say, it was like a mixtape or just a free album that you decided to put out?
And you know what? When I first came out with it, I called it an unofficial album because the concepts were everywhere, and there's a little bit of something for everybody. But I have to say that I have to call it a mixtape because of the simple fact that you know it's a mixtape. Come on.
Right. And when you're an artist though, when you first start though, everything starts off as a mixtape. Whether it's free, whether it's 5 cents or $5, or you start showing up, on other people's mixtapes to try to get your name out there. And you've done collabs. You did collabs with your boy Prophet. You did collabs with Simulation of a Life, but which
Devious-T.
Devious-T as well. Which, by the way, Simulation, by the way, he's also become a friend of mine as well too. So Simulation, if you're listening, brother, whoop whoop.
Yeah, bro. What up, Soul?
So yeah, he's right here in spirit, if you ask me.
Yo, for real, I got this crazy like story though. Like I opened up for SKR, Serial Killing Records or whatever.
Yes.
Raphael, Six Sanic, all those guys.
Yeah, I saw them back in 2007. They did Cyanide Entertainment's Death Fest down here in Dallas in 2007.
Yeah, dude. It was sometime last year, I remember. Or was it the year before? I don't know. I smoked too many joints. But like, yeah, it was sometime around last year or the year before. And the promoters come up to me at this show that I'm doing called As We Proceed and asked me if I wanted a spot on it. I'm like, it's not really my forte, but sure. You know what I'm saying? I did it. It's pretty cool. Well, I go there and I meet Razakel. She's pretty cool. I meet the Satanic guy. He's pretty cool. And Lord behold, that's really funny because serial killing. But anyway, Lord behold, Mr. Simulation is right there on the roster. He comes out of nowhere. I'm like, yo, dude. He's like, yo, dude. I'm just like, you're here. He's like, you're here. I'm like, we're here. You know what I'm saying?
And if anybody knows what, if you listen to level one though, Six and Soul right there, Simulation have an amazing track called "Make It Bump," produced by none other than Simulation of a Life himself.
Yes. He's a damn monster with the beats, man. He taught me some things.
Not only that though, but he also has an early 2000 freak show, Frisk the Cat kind of musical taste around his stuff as well too. If you listen to it and if you listen to how Freak Show was produced though, it's got a very similar taste to it though, and a similar sound.
Yeah, man, and the stage show is awesome. So if you guys ever get a chance to see that guy, go see him. Same thing with Devious-T, man. That guy rocks the fucking stage. Like he's the crowd commander.
Anyway, we do level you do level one though. We do the promotion for it though. I did. We it was a team. It was just an internet team as well too. And then from that point, some doors started opening up for you though. From what I understand, this is 2010. This is right around the time I graduated from college, and this guy is just graduating from something he called a game, the first level of the game, if you will. Now, the first level of the game basically opens up from there, and this is, mind you, this is 5 years ago. This is what, March, like in March, whenever everything started opening up for you. I mean, what happened after level one was dropped?
After level one dropped, I honestly didn't expect it to really do that well for the simple fact that, like, it's just music, you know what I'm saying? But then, I don't know, something told me, like, yo, this is more than it's just whatever, this is your calling, dude. This is your craft. This is how you breathe and everything. And the feedback that I got from it was unbelievable because it was places other than my hometown that was doing it, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know, I can't really express the thanks that I have for all the ones who actually gave it a listen for real, because it got real.
And I can tell you this right now, I lived in Indiana for a little while, and especially what I can tell you about the Southwest and the Midwest is they love music. The Southwest and the Midwest, they love their rap, they love their rock and roll, and it's law. You know what I mean? It's the gospel. You enjoy it though. I mean, if you're from Detroit, man, you either love the wicked shit, you love rap, you love gangster rap, or you love rock and roll. If you're from Dallas or if you're from Texas, in general, you love metal because metal was born here. But going back to that, the doors opened up. now all of a sudden you're starting to do other things as well too. Like what happened, after level one started going from there? I mean, did you start, doing any of the collaborations? Did you meet new people, or what happened from
I
there?
did. I met tons of new people, and I did crazy collaborations, and some of which have actually never seen the light of day, believe it or not.
Really?
But yeah, mm, some of which I lost because sometimes you put your eggs in one basket and don't think, but the majority of them I still have, and I still want to work on them because I don't know. They say you are your own worst critic, and I feel like they could be so much better. So one day it'll happen. But I've met people who showed me that they were down to ride. You know what I'm saying? To support the movement and everything else. Like Mr. Low the Juggalo, who lives in West Virginia, like he started this thing called Juggalos R Us, and that really took off. Starting out, the Juggalos, they really showed me a lot of love, and I'm just like, yo, that's cool. I'm gonna show you guys love back because that's the thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Well, me and Low the Juggalo, we and his boy Rob or whatever, we ended up making a collaboration. It was a parody of DMX's Where the Hood At, and but we flipped it and called it Where the Weed At. And dude, it was the greatest thing in the world. Like there were people just hitting me up for downloads and everything else, and I'm just like, whoa, who the hell is this guy? You know what I'm saying? Like I was getting like recognition from like other places and stuff, and people who weren't even into the whole Juggalo thing. They're just like, yo, you got, we should link up and everything else. And I'm just like, okay, sure. But later on after that, I started getting approached by certain people like promoters and everything to put on for shows like national acts and everything else. Like I went from doing like a regular local shows to just opening up for nationals and stuff, and that was pretty awesome. It's still pretty awesome.
That's cool. Now, since we're on the topic of juggalos, I remember sometime in like 5 years ago, you put out a Facebook post. I think it was like either a Facebook or a MySpace post that you said that you were not a juggalo rapper.
Yeah, that's
Now,
true.
now, do you care to share any kind of light on why you decided to really say that? Yes, hey, I'm not a juggalo rapper,
Well, okay. Here's the thing. Um, ICP is ICP.
right?
They do what they do, and I respect that because they saved my life a million times through the art of song. You know what I'm saying? Um, everybody who was, is, or once was on psychopathic is everybody who once, yeah.
Right.
I am not that. I am me. I am Mr. Six. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that helped mold me, but at the same time, you know, you can carry on a legacy by being yourself. You just have to be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like
Absolutely.
at a certain point, I woke up one day and I'm just like, yo, it's cool that I'm carrying myself. I'm carrying myself, but at the same time, I want to branch out for the simple fact that like I don't want to be just one thing. I don't want to be classified as one thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to be my own brand. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, yeah. See, that's another thing that that happens in entertainment like that, though, because I mean, some of the people that I have on Facebook, and including from old MySpace as well. If you don't know me, I'm actually a professional wrestler, and one of the things that when you look when a worker looks at JCW, for instance, though, and you see if you're affiliated with that, though, it's like, okay, this person is probably being booked because they're juggalos, but in actuality, maybe back in 1999 all the way to 2004, that probably was the deal. But now that you got guys like Kevin Gill and Violent J doing the booking, they're actually putting in real workers like Jimmy Jacobs, who made it to WWE as a writer. You got guys like Tuto Tony, even though he is a juggalo, but he's also a very well-known deathmatch wrestler. Not to mention, you've also got guys like Masada who work in CZW, who probably would never work JCW, but with his work ethic though, and for the fact that he's a free agent making money, then yeah, he's his own thing. So you take guys like myself, who has a Hatchet Man and a Dark Lotus tattoo on his arms, but I'm just either an Angel of Rage or probably one of those hoodlums you call one half of the Bloodhounds.